Hi Dave, how long have you been a Christian for?
I've been a Christian since 1988, so that's nearly 24 years, which will be in May.
May, okay. How long have you been going for manual for?
But since the same time, about the same time, because I actually went to the church straight after I became a Christian and not gone anywhere else.
Okay, how did you become a Christian?
How did I become a Christian? It's a long story, but I'll try and condense it a little bit. Brought up as a Jehovah's Witness, which is maybe one or two people have heard of. So my view of who God was a little bit warped. So I didn't want anything to do with religion when I was growing up, after I left home at 16. So did all sorts of things. But one thing I found as I was meeting people who had a faith, a true faith, a proper faith, I noticed a difference in them, and they had a different dimension to their life than other people, and they weren't afraid of who they were or what they believed, and I actually quite liked that. So I worked for quite a few Christians over the years. For me, my wife actually became a Christian first, and I thought it was great because I thought she had a hobby and I could play football on a Sunday morning, so that was great for me. But after that I noticed a change in her which made me curious to want to find out a little bit more, and it was in that finding out a little bit more that made me want to go and ask the right sorts of questions and do the right sorts of digging and finding out for myself what Christianity was about, who Jesus was and why he died, and what does it mean for me, and what's my part in the bargain to play. I actually made the decision to become a Christian. We went away with a load of people from Fleetwood. We took a lot of kids away, doing abseiling and canoeing and all that sort of thing. But there was, my wife said there'll be a half an hour Sunday morning service. So I said that's fine, I can handle some Bible bashing, that's not a problem. So what the guy said, he said, well, you can't sit on the fence. You have to make a decision whether you believe that Jesus actually is your Saviour and you want to have him as part of your life and do life together, or do you want to do it on your own and do it your way. I chose, I won't mind doing it together, and we've been together ever since.
Great. How has it changed your life and affected it?
Good question. That in a minute is a very difficult question to ask. But basically, really, how has it changed my life? Because I live my life wanting to do what I think that God would want me to do. And plus the mistakes I make, which I make quite a lot of them, even as a Christian, I'm able to learn from those mistakes, be challenged by those mistakes in church, and pick myself up, dust myself down, and then carry on in the walk that I'm going in my Christian life.
Right. Do we have enough time, Heather, to do one more? Okay. If you came upon a non-Christian, and he was late for a train, and you only had 1 minute to explain the gospel,
Or 10 seconds.
What would you say? Or 10 seconds.
10 seconds, right. You can live your way or God's way. God's way is the best, your way is not.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.